My name is Antonia. With the Inner Hero, we educate, we build, we believe in the youth, we believe in the community. On behalf of the Inner Hero, we want to say a big thank you to all the women that show up today. You guys look beautiful in your yellow, very bright on a cloudy day. We had sunshine, thank you. We want to say thank you for showing up to support all the women with the Inner Hero initiative, Women Behind Our Community Brunch. It was a good turnout. All the seats were gone, and we look forward to seeing you guys be more active in the organization, supporting women, supporting the community, supporting the youth, supporting the Inner Hero and their belief. Thank you.
This all came out of the idea of a beautiful woman wanting to get, her sisters together and try and find some way to move towards healing and talking about transformation. And so she decided she wanted to do a brunch. Behind every good man there's a great woman, and that's how this event came to be today. And I just want to thank my sister-in-law, cousin-in-law, Shadia Russell, for putting this brunch together, having that idea, needing support, needing our communities, our families, our husbands, our boyfriends, our partners to be there for us and support us as well. But we know at the end of the day we have each other's back, and so I just wanted to share this affirmation with you all today. For the light and the dark, thank you for navigating us through the chaos. Thank you for guiding us and protecting us with grace and patience every step through darkness, through light, through knowing and through faith. Thank you for this time to recharge. When we feel depleted, thank you for the reminder that we are the source because we are one.
And it's been far too long that the voices and the concern have been tabled. And for this initiative, we decided that if we can get the women voices front and center of what we do, we will make a lot of impact. Because personally, I believe women are the strongest force after the Almighty God. So thank you all for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here today and make this program a successful one. Again, my name is Ambrose R. Russell. I love to be called the people's ambassador. We're there to serve the people, and we're there to serve you. And with your strength, your commitment, and togetherness of working, we believe we can strive and we can do better. And our community, our homes, the schools, hopefully the nation in a better world can come together, that we can see the next generation making progress, and we can help them have a sustainable lifestyle. On behalf of the board of directors and staff of the Inner Hero organization, I would like to say thank you again to all of you guys and to all of the special guests. But before we move forward and before I introduce or launch the program, I would love to welcome a special guest of the Inner Hero organization. When we started this organization long ago, I had a very big brother who was there, who took care and helped me with the first program. And he's no longer with us. He battled cancer and he died a couple of years ago. And today, his wife is all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, and she's here. So before we start, I would like to ask you guys for a moment of silence. Thank you. Mrs. Doro, I would like to say thank you so much for being here on behalf of the board of directors and the staff of Inner Hero. Thank you so much. Dr. Doro was there when we started from nothing. He wrote one of the very first programs for this organization, and we will always remember him, we will always honor him. So it's an honor and a privilege to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. And behind every successful man, there is a successful woman. I'm nothing without my wife. My wife has kept the strength of our home, our children, and just when there's no strength, she tend to give me strength and give me support. So because of her, we are doing what we're doing right, and we can help our community move forward. So on this public note, I would like to say thank you so much to my beautiful darling wife, Mistress El Shaddai T. Russell, for coming up with a good idea. Can you guys give her a hand of applause, please? And before I launch again, I would say thank you. You know, there's a teamwork that makes the dream work. I have my best friend, my brother, and my partner in moving forward with this work. He helped, and my help have put this entire thing together. So on this public note, I would like to say thank you so much to Mr. Gregory Cuomo. He is our program director. Can you give him a round of applause, please? Now, formally,
liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. In Colossians 3:23 it states, whatever you do, do it from your heart, as though you are doing it for God and not for man. Let us commit today that we will no longer shy away. We will be bold, courageous, fearless. The time is now. Let's change the world, starting in our own communities. I love you. Thank you.
Being in this space with you guys on the water, being held by the water, is just really powerful. And you know, water and women, we go hand in hand. So it just feels really like a beautiful way to start my morning and my day. So one thing I want to do, I'm also a yoga and mindfulness instructor. Relax your shoulders. See if you can sense down into your feet, down into the water, down past the water, into the earth. The indigenous lands that we occupy, the many, many, many years of history, the different journeys that brought us and our ancestors here. Notice your breath. So often we take it for granted. And if anything, this year has been a huge reminder of the gift of our breath. Place your hand on your belly. Inhale through your nose. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, release it back out. Slowly blink your eyes back open. Slowly blink your eyes back open. I think this may be your number. 435 373.
She done shook the bag. Your ticket. Where your ticket is? Where's the ticket? Right here.
All right, I need some of that assignment on the mic. The assignment you just gave us.
Oh, yes!
All right.
Hey!
Thank you. See, I just want to thank Ambrose for the invitation to speak. I'm really honored to be here. I love talking to people in the community because most people don't know what a public defender is. How many of you know what a public defender is? Yeah. How many of you have ever heard the term public pretender?
All the time. All the time.
Yeah, all the time, right? Yeah, what does that mean and why do people say that? And I walked around the tables a little bit earlier and I asked people, do you have questions that you want to ask me about? And one of them was by this woman over here at this neglected table back here who said, why don't people want public defenders? And so here is my explanation for that. So a couple of years ago, we did a Warrant Forgiveness Day at Sabathani. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It was on a Saturday. It was at Sabathani, so it wasn't in the court system. The idea was to meet people in the community and help them take care of misdemeanor warrants. And I was really fortunate to be able to greet people as they walked through the door. And one young black man walked in the door and I said, "Hi, I'm Mary Moriarty, Chief Public Defender, blah, blah, blah." And he said, "Is this a trap?" And I said, "No, we're here to help you." And he said, "Government isn't here to help me." And as painful as that is for me, and I'll explain why, that is how public defenders are perceived. We do work for the government, right? When we are assigned to people, people don't get to choose us. They get to choose whether to have a public defender, but they don't get to choose their public defender. They come to us often not trusting us for really, really good reasons. Really good reasons. And I'm going to be really honest with you and real with you, which is always what I try to do when I'm speaking to people, which is our criminal justice system, which I actually usually call a criminal system, not a criminal justice system, was built on white supremacy, just like every other system here. And it is rife with racial disparities. Our clients in 2018 were 45.7% black. And the population of black people, men and women in Hennepin County is about 13%. Right, right. And so our system is just like every other system. It is oppressive. And so many of our clients come to us not trusting us. Not trusting us because we are perceived to be part of the system. And I understand that. I understand that. And so one of the reasons I'm really honored, thank you Ambrose for asking me to speak here, is that I love to talk about who we are and what we do. I've been chief the last 6 years. So over 20 years, I represented clients in court every day. And so I want to talk about who we are and what we did. Our fine law schools here in Minneapolis and St. Paul, they want to be public defenders. I'll tell you, one of the questions we get is, people will say to us, "Oh, do you get to be a prosecutor now? Do you get to be a judge now?" And the answer is no. We want to be public defenders. I feel like you've been neglected down here. Yeah, so I decided to say hello. So somebody did ask me, "What's it like to be the chief public defender?" And I had to reflect back on the last year that I've had, which has been kind of a nightmare in some ways for me personally. But I want to talk to you about one particular event. And I want to talk to you about, I mentioned that the criminal system was built on white supremacy. We have huge racial disparities. A lot of the people responsible for the system like the system the way it is. What you can do is to be advocates. Advocates for reform. Advocates for reforming of the system. What does that look like? Well, I was at a bail symposium. It was like over a year ago. And there was a large audience there, and we were talking about bail reform.
We educate, we build, we believe in the youth, we believe in the community. On behalf of the Hero, we want to say a big thank you to all the women that show up today. You guys look beautiful in your yellow, very bright on a cloudy day. We had sunshine, thank you. We want to say thank you for showing up to support all the women with the Inner Hero initiative, Women Behind Our Community Brunch. It was a good turnout. All the seats were gone, and we look forward to seeing you guys be more active in the organization, supporting women, supporting the community, supporting the youth, supporting the Inner Hero and their belief. Thank you.